unlike Nitro, I'm gonna tell you exactly when I start recording, which is now. Hello, everybody. I am the Lolbit Gamer.
But you're no fun. You're no fun. The fun comes from whenever you toy with their minds.
No, it's
You're
not
too tired
fun.
for this. You still sound asleep.
He's in
I
his
am
bed,
not
though.
asleep.
You sound asleep.
My eyes are closed though, so.
He's joined me in the Elite Master Race of Record Omega Cast in your bed.
I think you guys need help. And also, we shouldn't record this early in the morning. But anyways, hello everybody, look at the podcast.
Sleepy, no thoughts, head empty.
Where I will
have many thoughts.
Where apparently Graydon and I will be carrying the podcast today.
How dare you assume that I am I am incapable of banter, for I am in my bed.
Alright, what's your first story, Nitro?
My favorite story? Oh, that's gotta be the one. First story. It's the one where your mom.
No! Graydon, what did you get for Christmas? This is the Christmas episode.
Yes, of course. I got money.
Same. That was pretty much it.
Y'all got money?
All
I did was spend money.
I got $200 docs and clothes. So.
I got not that. I got none of that.
It's not true that I only got money. I got an Xbox Series S.
Woo!
Yeah.
Y'all got so much better shit than me.
And I haven't used it for Vimeo Gaming yet, but I did get the Fortnite skin.
That's why you got the thing.
A Dark Scully. Yes.
That's why I got the damn thing.
It super is.
Oh god, I should get out of bed.
No. In bed is the ultimate Omega Cast experience.
Audio listeners will fall asleep. They will fall asleep. Get out of bed.
I'm not even worried about falling asleep because, I'm talking. No. My issue is that I have things I need to do.
That too.
It just occurred to me that, audio listeners, you don't need to know this, but now that I'm saying it out loud, you do. I'm recording this episode, not Nitro, so
yeah,
I need to get back out of my bed and make sure the recording doesn't die, like me.
That is important, yes.
So I'm back in my chair, and I already feel like I want to throw up, but that might be unrelated.
Debatably.
So anyway, we haven't recorded in several centuries.
Yeah, because we had a bunch of backloaded ones, and then we just forgot to post them.
Yeah, we haven't recorded since, like, a little bit after Halloween.
Wow, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so anyway, well, we all know what happened a little bit after Halloween, don't we?
Yeah.
Actually, Graydon doesn't know. No, Graydon knows. Yeah, he knows.
I don't know. I'm incredibly dull. Would you like to explain it to audio listeners?
No.
No.
Alright, that's fair.
No, it is like the last thing I ever want to explain to anyone.
Because
it is so incredibly awful.
One word. There we go.
Okay. I recall now, and it's a good thing that the audio listeners won't be able to see this lovely Discord chat of ours when you edit it to be the Omega Cast profile picture.
Yes.
No, it won't be the profile picture, it'll be our names. That's the joke. That's the lol bit. Anyway.
Are you two capable of carrying this for about 2 minutes?
I have 3 stories I've been waiting to tell since Thanksgiving.
Go right ahead then.
Alright, so gonna need somebody to pick this. We've got 3 lovely tales. We've got I'll call them The Glitch in the Matrix, Lolbit versus Sleep, and the Thanksgiving Massacre of 2021.
I myself am fighting sleep slightly, so like.
Want to hear Lolbit versus Sleep?
No.
Glitch in the Matrix. So, here is the bit, right? I woke up on Thanksgiving not day. It was like... No, this isn't about Thanksgiving. I woke up 3 days before Christmas. No, that's not right
22nd.
either. Is it right? I don't know.
This is the glitch in the Matrix. You don't remember what day it is.
I'm trying to logic this out with my brain.
Somewhere between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
It was the day before Christmas Eve.
So the 23rd.
Yes. I woke up, I was having a good, normal, lovely day, and then my mom said, "Hey, we're going to your aunt's house tomorrow. You gotta get your luggage completed so that we can do some stuff." And I was like, "Alright, gotta go get my shirts." Now, Alex, do you remember earlier this year when I cleared out my closet and invited you over to look at the box of shirts that I had?
I do remember this, yes.
Those were all 3X, right?
They're all what?
3X?
Nope. Some of them were 2X. I think, like, at least one of them was 1X.
Yeah, but most of them were 3X, right?
I don't remember enough. I only looked at the, like, ones that were, like, at most 2X because that's what I can wear.
I cleared out everything that's below a 4X. There should be only 4 and 5Xs in my closet. And I went to my closet on this particular day, and you want to know what I found?
What?
Every single shirt I owned, apparently, was a 3X. And I do not know what happened. My mom said that I probably pulled out all of the 2 and 1Xs and only left the 3Xs, and I didn't ever own any 4 or 5Xs because she couldn't come up with any better explanation. But I know what I did earlier this year, and I know that this isn't right. I can't be fooled that easily. So I don't know what's happening.
Okay, possible explanation. Exactly what your mom said. Because I don't think you... You said that you only had 4 and 5Xs, and I thought that sounded wrong. Because that just genuinely just doesn't sound right. 3X makes much more sense for you to have instead of 4 and 5X, because also that would explain why I didn't see any 3Xs. Only 1
You're
and
on
2Xs.
it, aren't you?
What?
Anyway,
He's making
moving on
you're
to the
tired.
next topic. Do you want to hear Lolbit versus Sleep, or the Thanksgiving Massacre of 21?
Thanksgiving Massacre, so that we can finally move on from Thanksgiving.
That was Christmas.
But
I
that
might have
story was
said it was
Christmas.
Thanksgiving at some point, but that was 2 days before Christmas.
Okay.
That was a Crimbo.
Anyway, the Thanksgiving Massacre of 21. This is where the story shifts, because this isn't about Crimbus, it's about Thanksgiving, and it's about me and my dad instead of me and my mom, because my dad took me to my grandparents' house this year, right?
Right.
And we were going down the highway, you know, the highway, the place where you go to be away from the height. It's pretty fast most of the time, except when it's not.
Highways are fun to drive on. Zoom zoom.
No, they're
Anyway,
not. No, they're 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 not.
You can't see. That's a difference. There's a difference there.
What do you mean I can't see? I've driven on big high bridge above everything else, going 60 miles an hour. It's awful.
Yeah. It's fun. I like it. I enjoy a good highway.
Can I kick him? Can I ban him, please?
let me tell
It's
you,
my
My
server.
podcast.
you
My
wouldn't
podcast.
enjoy this highway. Because this highway was apparently, on this day in particular, at this time in particular, dead. Me and my dad showed up to a traffic jam and thought, well, that sucks, but it'll be fine. We'll only be here for like 30 minutes. I looked over to my right, and I saw cars driving off of the highway into the ditch on the side of the road and onto the exit ramp because they had missed it and they didn't want to be stuck in this. And I didn't know it then, but we totally should have joined them. Because me and my dad were sitting there for 30 minutes, and after that time we were still in traffic for as far as we could see. And we were pretty exasperated at this point because it was annoying and a crawl and horrible.
That's
And
when highways no fun.
then another hour later, me and my dad got to the point where the lanes were condensing. This 5-lane highway was being thinned down into 4 lanes. Maybe that explains it. But then we got another couple miles, which took another 10 minutes or so, and it condensed again. And again. And again.
Don't tell me this thing
There
got down
was
to one goddamn
one
lane.
lane left out of 5. And do you want to know what happened next? It led directly into an off-ramp. The highway was closed on Thanksgiving.
What?
Can you believe that shit? I didn't even know they could close highways, let alone on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's really concerning, actually.
Yeah, but me and my dad got turned into the suburbs around that highway, along with, I'm gonna give a liberal estimate of 10,000 other cars. And it was bad.
I would say it's close to maybe 300.
I'm talking more than 2 hours of traffic.
Yeah,
And we had
300.
probably gotten there pretty late. I could see 300 for most of that.
Grayton, your eyes don't function.
I don't have eyes, let me imagine. Anyway, that's not the
Exactly.
point of
Point
this
proven.
story. Me and my dad and all these other fucking cars were just forced into what was now a gridlocked 2-lane suburbs. So, me and him had to turn off of this absolute bullshit monstrosity that had been created into a gas station. And we pulled up his phone and we looked at the map. It was a suburbs, so all of the roads were light gray on a white background. So, we figured out how maybe we had a theory on how to get through this. Like I said, gridlocked suburbs, so we had to wait another hour to get back into the line. It wasn't true, it's more like 15 minutes, but felt like years. we had to wait to get back into traffic from the gas station. And we started driving, eventually. And we got further down, and eventually it stopped being gridlocked, which was the best thing. And we drove down about 5 minutes, then we hit the first ramp to get on a U-turn. It's not a ramp when you U-turn, is it? I don't know what the thing in between the thing and the side of the road that lets you U-turn into it is. I'm bad. I'm garbage.
Like the lane in the middle?
Yes, that's the one.
We call it the chicken lane, but I'm pretty sure that's a uniquely beep insert state here thing.
We've said where you live.
Are you talking about the freaking lane with the yellow bars on either side? That's not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
I'm talking about when you've got a divider in the middle of the street and there are little inserts into it so that you can turn through it into the other lane.
Oh, those, okay.
We finally get to one of those after, 2.5 hours of traffic, and we turn back around because my dad had seen something interesting, and it said, and I quote, normal cars only, highway, entrances not permitted. So this road was just meant for the normal denizens of this poor suburban town that had been flooded by the highway.
It's such a messed up thing. They're like,
because we had U-turned 5 miles away, and there was nobody guarding it, there was no one to possibly enforce us not going through. So we did. Plot twist, that's the road that gets you back to the highway. But after the construction, I guess. So you just turn onto this road, the one that's disguised by saying, "Don't come on this road, highway people." And that's the way to get back on the highway, 15 miles away.
Don't come on this road, highway people. It only leads to the highway.
And we went back on the highway, and everything was fine. But I'll give you some statistics for that drive, which I can't get out of my head for some reason. I saw 55 U-Hauls and something like 18 wrecks. And I got stuck in traffic for a total of something like 12 hours between the trip there and the trip back.
That's awful.
Woo, traffic. Traffic's my favorite.
Anyway, do one of y'all want to cut in with your own story, or is it time for Lolbit versus sleep?
We should probably tell the story. You've still told 2 so far. Max, you got any stories?
What have we done interesting lately?
You were in Florida.
Well, see, that's a thing I can tell. Okay, so, family is not fun, is the moral of the story.
Well, thanks for telling us the moral before the story. I appreciate that. I can go into this knowing what the point is now.
Yeah, of course. So, just a word of advice for anybody considering going on vacation with their family. It's a terrible idea, don't do it.
Terrible idea.
Awful idea, don't do it. Because nobody ever, picks, everybody wants to be the person who's leading everybody else around, but then there's 4 people trying to do that at the same time.
Your tale of vacation has unlocked a bonus story, but that can
wait. So you all just end up, fighting over what you're doing, and then everybody's on their own different time schedules. And then at least one person is annoyed that the other people are there. And it's a whole thing. And then also, if you, I don't know, get in a fight with your cousin, you're stuck with them in the same area for hours. It's not good. So my lovely aunt, we had reservations at Planet Hollywood in Disney Springs at 5:30 on Monday, the day that they were supposed to get there. Right? They left Sunday from Houston, and they drove up and they went to Destin, I believe, which is a 6-hour drive from Orlando. So they went to Destin and then they stayed the night, and then say they got up at 6, they could have gotten there by noon. Say they got up at 7, 1, so they had a lot of time to get to the Planet Hollywood and Disney Springs by 5:30 when our reservations were. Instead, they decided to get up at 11, leave at 12, and get there 30 minutes late. And then proceed to complain that they were late, even though it was their own doing.
This is why I don't like your aunt.
Do you know how much traffic?
Okay, we went through about the same amount of traffic, and it took about an hour extra, and we told them that before they left. We said, hey, it's a smart idea to leave early, because there's some traffic. And then they left at 12 instead of, we leave at 8 in the morning. We said leave at noon for no reason.
Yeah, sounds like me, to be honest, but that's kind of cringy.
Aunt story part 2 was the day that we were leaving, because we wanted to get on the road by noon, because we got home on Christmas Eve, so we wanted to get home early on Christmas Eve to do all the Christmas Eve things. So the day before Christmas Eve, we're leaving, and we were like, hey, by the way, we gotta leave early, at least before noon, but we had some stuff of my cousins to drop off with them, and then we were gonna say goodbye and then leave. It should take about 15 minutes, just a quick, okay, love you, bye, easy, right? So we got to Disney Springs, and we got to Disney Springs a little before them, and we said, hey, this is the parking garage we're at. If you just want to come park next to us, we can give you my cousin's things, say goodbye, and we can get on the road, And then we texted her that, and then 20 minutes later, she said, oh, well, we just parked in this other garage across, on a complete opposite side of the mall.
15 miles away, and the traffic's gridlocked.
Which citrus were y'all parked in? And which citrus were they parked in?
We were parked in lime, and they were parked in orange. I appreciate that you remember that they are citrus. But yeah, so we were like, okay, well, we'll meet at the Gideon's Bakery, which I sent Aries lots of pictures of because it's lovely. I love it in there. All the employees are goth, and I flirt with all of them. Anyways, so we were like, okay, well, we'll just meet up in the middle, say our goodbyes, leave, right?
Why do I doubt that?
She went, oh, okay, well, we're at the candy shop across the mall. And we went, okay, we'll go there. Okay, so we got to the candy shop.
You went there and they were at Great Gideon's Bakery?
Oh no, it gets better. They progressively kept walking the opposite direction. they were like, okay, now we're in the M&M store. Now we're in the Coke store. Now we're farther and farther and farther and farther away from us. And then we finally got to where they were. And then we were like, where's Kim? Like, the kids were there, my grandma was there, and we were like, where did Kim go?
Your
And
cousin that you were
like,
trying to get the stuff to?
yeah. And, grandma was like, oh, well, Kim's over at Gideon's now. They texted her that the stuff was ready. And we all went, it had been like 45 minutes at this point, or like an hour. We were like, okay. So we all together went to, like, walked back across the mall to Gideon's, and, like, while we were doing that, Mom was like, oh my gosh, we have to leave. And Grandma was like, I don't get why this is such an issue. And we're like, bruh.
Because we gotta get out of there.
Yeah. So we got to Gideon's, and we were like, okay, well, hugs, bye, love you, we have to go now. And then Kim was like, why are you leaving so quick? I don't understand. Why are you leaving? And we're like, we told you. It has been an hour and a half at this point. It is past noon now. And we still had one other stop to make before we properly left town. It was like, bro, we have to leave. And she was like, okay, fine. And I wanted to bang my head against a wall. We finally left, and then Mom was like, and then she complained to my dad for like 30 minutes. Though, the nice thing about being near my, like, cousins for an extended period of time is then Mom is like, oh my gosh, you are the best child ever. I love you so much.
Excellent. I'm glad you are best child, even though you are a bastard child.
Bastard child. Only bastard child.
To you.
No, you can be best child and bastard child. I'm living proof.
No, you're not. You're...
Then again, I am an only child, so...
Yeah, same.
You're not...
We don't have much competition.
Greedon, you're not a bastard child. You're just a bastard.
You're a better kid than I am. To my mom.
It's true.
Kinda cringy.
But, what's it called?
Anyway, you
guess
have a
it's my
story?
turn. I guess
Oh,
it's my
yes.
turn. Crap. What did I do over the... Max, remind me what I've done.
Crimbus. Thanksgiving. Anything between those 2 points.
Yeah, those are like abstract
Oh, you have
points.
a girlfriend now. Let's talk about that.
No.
Well,
Okay.
we also binge watched all of Loki on Christmas. That was good.
What?
Yeah, all of it.
Hell yeah.
We sat there for 6 hours and watched.
It wasn't 6 hours. It was like
Each
4.
episode is almost an hour.
Each
It was
one's
like 6
45
years.
minutes. It's like 45 minutes. That's like 4 hours.
Okay,
And,
fine.
oh, yeah, great. And that's what I was doing whenever you were like, help, I need cable.
Oh.
And
Sorry I interrupted you.
No, you're
Bonus
fine.
story unlocked!
Yes, I want to know the
forgot.
story behind that cable.
Excellent. I'm taking up your turn. You've
No,
got
you're
3
not. I'll
stories
take
to
mine
pick
later.
from. You've got 3 stories to pick from now. Lolbit versus Sleep, Lolbit versus the Sun, or Lolbit versus a fucking power cable.
Lolbit versus a power cable. I need to know that story.
Alright, so, me and my mom went to my aunt's house, right? And I didn't have any shirts that fit. I fought a war against sleep, but that's a story for later this episode. And we finally left, but my mom has this lovely thing called a computer, right?
Uh-huh.
It's a full PC, but it's like smaller than a cushion. So she can take it anywhere. And she did take it anywhere. She took it to my aunt's house. Because my lovely Uncle Joel was going to be there, and he is a construction man, and we're remodeling our house soon.
Construction.
So,
You gotta hear construction.
what?
Look, it's the thing I do. Okay, continue.
Anyway, she took her computer there. I was there also, and it was great. It was an excellent Thanksgiving because we had Mexican food. Mexican food's my favorite.
Oh, I love Mexican food.
This is Christmas.
We've had Mexican food for Christmas every Christmas for the past 3 Christmases because
You said Thanksgiving.
tradition. This is Crimbus. This is the story about the cord.
Yeah, I know.
Nitro.
You said something about You said this was Thanksgiving, which made me confused because I thought it was Christmas.
I'm cringy, alright? If I say words wrong, it's because they're wrong.
Okay,
I'm like
I just
Scott
wanted to
Cawthon,
clarify.
I mess up the lore in the story.
You're gonna retcon it.
Yeah, I retconned us into Thanksgiving, but now I'm retconning us back to Christmas. This is Christmas Day, and my mom plugs in her computer, gets a keyboard and mouse from there, and she plugs her computer into the big screen. She shows the lovely design for her house in contrast with our current house to Joel, my uncle, and he says, "Yeah, I think it'll work with your price." So my mom's ecstatic, and very shortly after we leave, and that's that. But you see,
It was not that.
I told her 3 times, double check you haven't forgotten everything, and she was like, "Yeah, I got everything, I'm fine." And then you see, last second before I was finally able to do things, I did some stuff, and if you'll give me one moment.
No. One moment not granted.
Seems like it's been granted, seeing as he's just gone.
He's just disappeared.
All right, here, hold on. Here, I'll
Sorry,
tell a
my
story.
dad walked into my room.
Okay.
Alright, I have returned, now with water.
Du hast Wasser?
Yes, but that's not the most important part of the story. The most important part of the story is where you subscribe to the Lolbit Gamer. Anyway, we left. We were in the car. All our stuff was in. And as we were pulling out of their driveway, I had a horrible realization. A realization that I had left behind something very important to me. I had forgotten my Sour Punch Bites apple flavored. I'm gonna have one now.
How do you still have them?
Like 3 days ago, man.
How do you still have them?
I haven't eaten them all.
How? It's not
Because,
human.
you know I'm not human.
I know you're human. Now, moving on. Continue.
Alright, so. I ran back up their fucking dirt driveway. Back to the house. Snatched my Sour Punch Bites. Double checked we weren't forgetting anything. And ran back to the car. It was at this point that we left. Now, we drove for 4 hours, because that's what you do when you live. I was promised Buc-ee's that day, but as I was waging an active battle against sleep, I have been promised Buc-ee's later. And
Buc-ee's is terrifying.
that's a story for after my story, Max. You get 2 stories, I get 4, Nitro gets none. That's equality right there.
Look. But after the story, I need you to give me a moment to tell to getting last stories out, so that I can actually go downstairs without being paranoid that my parents are listening to me.
Okay. So we get home. We get inside. I go to bed because I'm cringy as hell. I can't go to bed. I wake back up. My mom knocks at my door, so I'm about to get on my PC. She comes in. She says to me, I left my power cord in East Texas. I'm taking yours. And she gets under my computer and takes my power cord away from me. So I cannot play video games, and I cannot watch YouTube, and I cannot sleep. So I call you in a desperate panic, and I'm like, Nitro, please, I need a cord. I think you might have one, please.
And then I brought you it.
You were like, yeah, it's 8:30, but I can bring you the cord, dog.
Yeah, then they left in the middle of us watching.
Yeah, I told you to pause it because I had to go. I'll be right back, and you didn't until I got back.
I thought you didn't push the text through.
I shouldn't need to.
Yes, you should. I was on Do Not Disturb.
I shouldn't need to.
Okay, this is an argument for Fortnite.
Max, I'm having you set up the thing to where my notifications go through.
You don't deserve
You're making him a priority texter?
Okay, then don't. I don't care.
Anyway.
You're the one who says to push my freaking notifications through, and you're the one who's actively avoiding it.
The end of this story is, you came to my house with the cord, you gave it to me, and I gave you your lovely Christmas gift, which is the McFarlane Fortnite Clubs figure, featuring Grappler, Llama, and alternate Spades.
I don't care about the spades, I'm only here for the clubs.
Yes.
Sorry.
Anyway, y'all got stories? Nitro, it's your turn?
Any stories that I should talk about before I go downstairs that may be personally incriminating to my parents?
Girlfriend! Do it. Do it, Ben.
I don't wanna.
Non-girlfriend.
Me.
No, you're.
I was referring to something
issue
that's
here
one
is
word.
you're not a
in the text
girl,
chat.
so.
Exactly, which is why I'm not your girlfriend.
Do I have to? Do I have to?
Do you want to?
Do I have to?
I mean, we've said twice you have a girlfriend. That's enough. You don't want to incriminate their identity. You
Like,
wouldn't want them to be caught with you. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. But is there
Sorry.
anything past that to talk about? Like, I
You
don't
hate your family so much, Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah,
Did
that one also.
Mother do something recently?
Any lovely Christmas or Thanksgiving stories about how your family is the worst?
Not that one. Not gonna tell that one. Not gonna tell that one. Absolutely not gonna tell that one. Not gonna tell that one. Oh God.
Corvid virus ruined your Christmas.
Did it?
Yeah, your uncle got it and it died.
Oh yeah, we were gonna go over to my uncle's house, but fun happened. By fun I mean the COVID. So we couldn't go over to his house. We're still going over to my aunt's house.
This is the uncle, mind you, that got him his $3,000 gaming PC. So I can see why he'd be a little upset about it.
My uncle's cool.
Yeah,
but
your uncle sounds cool.
It's the complete opposite of Max's aunt.
my evil kid be like,
Look.
You got a
Aunt
Disney
hates
parent?
swearing, is like homophobic and transphobic as hell.
Oh yeah, you
like,
got a Disney
awful.
villain parent.
Yeah,
sounds about right.
Like my uncle is like, he's.
Your uncle is secretly Santa Claus. Her uncle is secretly Maleficent.
Yeah, but like my uncle is chill. He's cool.
No, your aunt is anti-Ken.
Yeah, we're not talking about my aunt, okay?
Yeah, but I'm saying your answer is like him.
Look,
All
my
right.
extended relatives are. Look, okay. You know what? This slightly makes sense because my mom is the one who seems to be slightly more open.
This is
So
true.
these are both on my mom's side. My dad, who is the one who has all the issues, doesn't have any siblings. So
Great, and we're gonna end
I
up
can
like
see
him.
why.
y'all are gonna end up awful. I'm
I
gonna end up.
refuse. I actively will not.
You will. You would try, wouldn't you?
I
But
won't
any
change.
I'm too good to end up awful.
Max, any other stories?
No, I think I'm good.
You keep
All
telling
right.
me to talk about girlfriend, but like, what is there to talk about?
That you ended up with the best partner out of all of us somehow. Because
I have
Graydon
the
doesn't
best
have
partner,
one,
actually.
and I have a bad one. So you.
Look, whose fault is that bad? Look. It could
No.
have
Look
been
at
me.
my
It could have
options.
been
Look
me,
at
but
my
you were too.
options,
It could have
man.
been me, but you were too focused on all the negative things.
You have
What do you
So
plenty
mean
of
like,
it
you
could have
missed
options.
been
out
you?
on me. Honestly, you missed out.
What do you mean it could have been you? We've talked about this.
There are two people in this call.
But
Alright, moving on.
hold on. Here, can we pause for like a second so I can go downstairs?
Alright.
Yes, but also look at my options, man. You really blamed me.
No, I don't. Anyway, we gotta go back to the story select menu. You've got
Okay.
Lolbit versus Sleep.
I want that one.
Okay. Well, Nitro died, so I'm going to give a quick moment to plug the Lolbit Gamer here. If you're liking my rants, then you should go check out my story. I don't even have a social media. My YouTube, where I rant like this all the time, and by all the time I mean rarely. I don't upload enough. I'm cringe. Subscribe, and I might upload more. You might see more from me, the Lolbit Gamer guy.
I actively pay Aries now to edit my videos, so
I don't deserve it.
I edit.
Anyway.
Speak of the person who I'm paying.
What?
You mean to tell me you're paying him now and that's not a story?
We had a whole business discussion last night, and I went, yeah, I'll pay
You!
you.
You're the one who stole him!
Yeah, so you're the one not paying them.
Look,
I'm
man,
the
this is
better
what you get for
employer
not
here.
paying me. This is what you get for not paying me. Look, man, that's not. You don't get to.
Squeak!
You don't get to.
I totally do. You're cringy.
You're the one who isn't paying me.
I'm not paying you because I can't pay you. I'm not paying you because I don't want to pay you. But that's not the story. The story is the one we've all been waiting for. Lolbit versus Sleep. Now, you see, I'm a bit of an animatronic non-being, right? But I still gotta sleep. That's the bit.
Ow.
But this day, the day of Christmas Day, I took a different option. Because I was at my aunt's house. And the reason why I was at my aunt's house is because it's not my grandma's house anymore. Because during 2020, she sadly got cancer and died because she lives in the most polluted town in Texas. But that's a story for another day. And it's not a Lolbit versus story because I ain't fighting that. I cannot. And I was at my aunt's house. I couldn't sleep because the only bed was in the room that my grandmother was in when she died. And it was also an awful bed that I hated.
Right.
And my only other options were in the chairs where my mom was sleeping, which I couldn't do. I can't sleep sitting up.
Right.
So I basically had the option to not sleep, or not sleep. So I didn't sleep. I stayed up. I got the Roku in that room working, and I watched The Russian Badger on YouTube for 8 hours. Not really
Ew.
long. And eventually I started to, pass out, because that's what weak flesh beings do. And I started to not quite be awake. I couldn't keep my eyes open, and I blinked for a second, and I was trying to stay awake because I was watching a video.
Mhm.
And then I stopped being tired completely.
And
Thought,
that
that's weird. And thus begins the story of Lolbit versus sleep, because I managed to defeat sleep at one battle, but there were many more to be waged. Because I ended up not sleeping after that, because I couldn't sleep because I wasn't tired anymore. And I kept on going, and going, and going. I stayed awake Christmas Day. I was under the impression I would have to let in one of my aunts and one of my uncles at 5 when they got there. That's 5 a.m., not 5 p.m. And
Thought it was 5 your mom.
guess what? They didn't arrive then. I was waiting in the living room at 6, 7, 8. They finally arrived at 9, and everybody else was awake at that point. But 4 hours after my first successful battle against sleep, I wasn't doing too well. And let me tell you why. It's because I never slept. Fun fact,
Really?
you should sleep.
Nope. Sleep is overrated.
No. Sleep is pog. You ever slept?
I only do it because I run out of people to talk to.
Gamer, sleep is the best. I know that now. I value it. Because I fought against it, and it won. I fought the law, and the law won. I fought the sleep, and I lost. Anyway. Yeah. Words, language, things to say. I was sitting in basically the same chair all day, waiting for Mexican food to be finished. And as I was sitting there, more and more people arrived. I was watching their Roku, but my aunt told me to stop, so I did, because she was getting incredibly annoyed by YouTube, which I guess I get. She's old. And I was sitting there, just listening to the various conversations, and they started to all sound the same, because I was dying of death. And eventually, I sort of blacked out for a second. I I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore. It hurt too much. I closed my eyes. I felt my head leaning back for a second, and I jerked awake. And that continued to happen over and over again, on loop, for what I'm told was 3 hours.
Oh my gosh. Graydon, why didn't you just go to bed?
I couldn't there! Did you not hear?
Why do you not just sleep on the couch or something?
Well, my mom was sleeping on the couch at the time, and when she finally stopped sleeping on the couch, I wasn't tired, and once I was tired, my aunt and uncle were on the couch. My only option was to continue sitting in the chair that I was sitting in and suffer, which I did immensely. Eventually, I was given a pillow, and somehow, against all reason and logic in existence, I was able to fall asleep. And then I slept for an hour, and I woke up again, and I felt great. I had won the battle against sleep by only sleeping 2 hours out of 48.
Oh, you pulled a me. You pulled a me. Right.
Yeah.
Because I do that often.
That's
and
immensely concerning. Both of you.
I
Quiet,
ate
you.
Christmas dinner of Mexican food, which was some of the best I'd had. I had like 8 soft tacos. And, you know, they were homemade, so the best. And then we got in the car to go home. This is where, if you'll recall, I said, hey, no, check your stuff, we're forgetting something. And she didn't, and then we forgot something. That's the story earlier this episode. It loops back, because Christmas was 2 days ago.
Right.
Anyway, we start driving home. About half an hour in, I start to get sleepy again, but I'm incapable of sleeping in cars. And
You amaze me. I sleep in
too.
cars forever.
How? What's the secret?
Like cars? No, I am more likely to sleep in a car than anywhere else because like the everything just lulls me into sleep immediately.
Lol, as in the bit.
Yeah,
Yeah, me.
I slept.
I cause you to sleep. I'm in your brain.
No,
slept
I'm the one.
12 out of the 18 hours it took to get to Orlando.
Nice, gamer. That's pretty pog. So anyway, in this car trip back to my hometown, I started to feel a little woozy. Then I blinked back into sleep again, woke up again after a second, and I was fine for another half an hour or so. And then I blessed, and then that continued a few times. And after the sun went down and stopped being in my eyes, forcing me awake, it got a little worse. And then when we were close to my house, I was, doing the same thing I'd been doing earlier that day. Every other minute, falling asleep and then waking myself back up. We finally got home. I finally, I only gave a prefatory, hey, Dad, love you, Merry Christmas, I'm going to bed immediately, do not attempt to wake me up. I jumped into my bed, and it was the best feeling, and it turns out I didn't need sleep. I just needed to lay down for a little bit in a bed that doesn't feel like ass cancer. And
Oh, your grandma got?
no,
No, I'm sorry. I'm
don't
sorry.
even. It was
I'm
awful.
sorry. I'm going to go kill myself. I'm sorry.
Don't. It's fine. Anyway,
That was an awful joke. I really do feel awful. I'm sorry.
it was probably funny. Anyway, I laid down for like 15 minutes, couldn't sleep, woke back up, and then my mom came into my room and she said, "Hey, yo, I need your fucking power cord, gamer." She stole it. I got one from you because, fun fact, for those of you who don't know, around the beginning of 2020, Nitro didn't have a PC. And then I gave him an old one that had been in my house since 2014.
Yeah.
And he ate it, he used it, and eventually he destroyed it.
I took out the CPU, spent half the pens. Oops.
But the power cord was still good, and that's what I used to
I mean,
survive.
I think that's just like a random power cable. I have like 10 of them.
Damn. It's still powering my computer to this day.
I mean, I'd be surprised if it wasn't.
Yeah. Thank you, Nitro. You've prevented my mom needing to order another power cord off Amazon.
What can I say? Except...
Anyway, the last story I teased earlier was Lolbit versus the Sun. Do y'all want to hear that now?
Do I have a choice?
Do you?
Do
Max? Max is dead.
Max
I'm
is gone.
sad.
Great.
Max.
I'd say let's tell it, and if Max isn't back by the end of that story,
Look, see if Max is muted. If Max is muted,
Max is muted.
Okay, I'll go ahead.
Max, why are you muted?
Right, good conversation, Max. Anyway, Lolbit versus the Sun. Me, your boy the Lolbit gamer, went down to Florida once. This was a few years ago, mind you. I think it was like 2016 or 2018. It was one of them teens.
Living
And
their teen years.
basically, I went down with my mom because she's pretty pog, and she was like, "Alright, we're gonna go Universal, we're gonna go Disney, we're gonna go to other Disney, we're gonna go to the third Disney, we're gonna go beach after that." And let me tell you, I went to Universal. It was alright. Didn't super enjoy it. Went to Disney. Didn't like it very much. Went to Disney again. I rode Space Mountain and left because I couldn't handle life. And at this point, I was mildly sunburned a little. I didn't really notice at the time, but I hadn't been wearing sunscreen and I'd been out in the Florida sun, so my skin was hurting. And then I went to the beach, and it was great. I loved it. It was my best vacation experience. Except I made the crucial error of continuing to not wear sunscreen. And let me tell you know what else is a crucial error?
What?
Getting tired of the ocean and then going into the chlorine pool that they also have at your oceanside resort for some reason.
You had an ocean-side resort?
Yeah, we had a hotel that you could just walk out of and onto the beach.
Okay, so y'all got an expensive hotel.
I
Got it.
don't know how expensive it was.
Like one of those in Orlando is expensive.
It wasn't in Orlando, gamer. We left Orlando to get to this beach. We were in,
Okay.
I think it was Cocoa Beach, Florida? That might not be a real place.
No, I think that's a real place.
I have a commemorative t-shirt, but I'm in my bed. I don't want to get up. Anyway, we got to this beach. It was great. We spent a long time there. It was really pog. It was my favorite experience of my life. I'm never going to the beach again, though. I'm afraid now. I'm a scaredy boy.
Why?
Lots of reasons. I can't get into it now. This is the story of Lolbit versus the Sun. I fought the Sun. Guess who won?
I fought the sun!
And the Sun won because I stayed in the ocean for something like 8 hours that day, and then went to the pool. It was also outside for another 2. I'm thinking that maybe that was my critical error. I don't know what it is. I think maybe chlorine makes your skin burn more, or accentuates burns that's already there, but I'm no Scientologist. Anyway, I got back to my room, and my mom said, "Jesus Christ, what happened to you?" And unbeknownst to me, I was red, and it only got worse. I had been baking under the sun for 8 hours, not to mention the previous 3 days worth that I had also been unprotected from. And so all of my skin turned a very, very bright red.
A
Like, I'm
violent
looking at
shade of red?
a lobster shade of red. I died. I was so sunburned, it made me throw up. Did you even know that could happen? Did you even know that's how that worked? I
think you
didn't.
had a sunstroke. Heat
I got
stroke.
I got heat syncope. I don't feel
Heat
too good.
syncope. You got the heat syncope. Gotta get some bottled water.
And let me tell you, all of my skin is still a very light pink. And this was
That's because you've got blood in it.
4 to 6 years ago.
Yeah, that's your blood turning it that color because you never go outside, so your skin is real pale.
Yeah, that's fair. You're right.
This isn't me like dissing you. This is the truth. I know
Here's the
because
thing,
my
though,
skin is
gamer.
also
If I
pale
look
as well.
at my pelvis, it's not pink. It's just pale. It's just stark white.
This
which is
is
pretty weird.
concerning.
Anyway, that concludes the story of Lolbit versus the Sun.
By the way,
I
level 90.
lost. Anyway, this episode is now going to be titled Lolbit versus.
No,
Imagine
Lolbit.
not just
Call it
wearing
Lolbit.
sunscreen.
Call
I
it
didn't
Lolbit.
want to, and I suffered the consequences, and I
Yeah.
fucking do it again because I hate sunscreen.
Moral of the story: wear freaking sunscreen.
Moral of the story: die like a man.
No. Moral of the story: wear sunscreen, man.
Moral of the story: die like a human being.
Die like a gamer.
Die like a gamer, yes.
You two
Fire
are
damage.
You were weak to fire damage.
Yeah, it turns out organic non-beings susceptible to fire damage. Who would have thought?
Like how skeletons are
FNAF
susceptible to
reference.
acid. Oh crap! That is a FNAF reference.
Anyway, that's unlocked another potential bonus story since we're only at an hour somehow.
Hold on. We've got other stories that we can tell. Like you've told like 5. I've
Yeah,
told
I've
like
told
not
5.
even
You've
1.
told none.
I've told none. Max has told 1. Max,
yes.
you know what happens in my life? No, you don't. Nobody does. Not even great.
I know what happens in your life. Okay,
You
let's
won't
see.
play Dauntless with me.
You
Look, Dauntless. I was gonna get on last night. I just couldn't call, and you were like, "Nah, no point if you can't call," because
Yeah.
it was talking business.
Yeah, you're talking business. It was very important. Let's
You
see.
paying me for playing Dauntless?
I'd love to. I don't have the money.
I wouldn't ask you to pay me to play Dauntless.
Mm.
That's not work. That's video games.
Garber might at some point, and I will, maybe.
You're gonna pay him to play Dauntless?
Probably not.
Please don't pay him to play Dauntless.
Please, can we not pay Garber to do anything?
Yeah, let's not pay Garber. That's why I haven't paid him whenever he's been like, "Hey, give me $5 to drive you home."
Fair enough.
Also, because I've every time he's driven me home, I've been poor. But dude, we're gonna look past that.
It's a moral issue. It's definitely not a broke issue.
Imagine having morals.
Now it's a moral issue.
Yeah. Let's see. Both like going on vacation was really the only interesting thing that's happened in my life, and neither of us have done anything. We kind of just school, then work, then school, then work.
I mean,
Then video games.
yeah! Thank you. I love you. All right. The
It sounds as though
puffs. I have them.
What?
cause puffs.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Tell us the story of the cause puffs, gamer.
Okay. So, oh god, how long ago was it? So, it was a bit ago. Like at least like a month ago, maybe. Yeah, I was on the bus whenever I first figured out about it. But Ian, he like
Gosh.
sent me a picture, like in the server. He added me and was like, "Look at these fucking Reese's Puffs," and I was like, "Oh!" And and it was the cause Reese's Puffs, and I went, "Hell yeah, I want the cause Reese's Puffs." So I went on Amazon because you can get some things on Amazon. You can get
$500.
food sometimes. $12 for a box of cause puffs. So I was like, okay, nope, not paying that. Actually, I was more than willing to pay that, but like, no. So I what's it called? I sent the picture of the Reese's Puffs to my mom and was like, hey, this is what I want for Christmas.
I
And
don't
then
want a lot for Christmas. There's just one thing I need. It's cause.
cause puffs. But what's it called? So I was like, I want these Reese's Puffs, man. And then, like, not too long ago, it was a few days ago, Erza sent a picture into the server of having the Reese's Puffs, the Cause Puffs. And I was like, oh my god, where did you get those? And then she was just like, Walmart. And I was like,
Well, more.
Our
I
home,
I
Walmart.
must go to Walmart. I must receive the puffs. So then I asked my mom, and then she was like, "Nope, I don't want to drive." So I was like, "All right." So then the other day she was like, "Oh, I gotta go to the store to get a bulb, cat food, and that's it." And I was like, "Okay, can you do me two favors? Can you look for Cause Reese's Puffs, and can you get me some double A's? My Oculus batteries are about to die. The controllers take double A's.
Okay.
It's stupid." But what's it called? So I also went to Kroger that day to look for the Reese's Puffs. They
Kroger.
did not have them, and I was distraught. So I, I was sad, and then now my mother comes in with the Cause Puffs. I now have one Cause Reese's Puff.
This is very funny.
Save the box.
That's what I'm doing. I don't want the cereal. I want the box.
You can give me the cereal. I'll eat
No,
it.
I'm gonna eat the cereal.
Oh, damn. Anyway. What else do we have to say? You got me a power cord and Payday 2 for Christmas. That's pretty
I
cool.
also gave you the V-Bucks, and also part 2 of your Christmas gift will be arriving shortly.
The fuck do
cannot
you mean part 2, gamer?
There will be another part.
How
It
dare
just
you?
Oh yeah, I also got you the deep freeze bundle.
Yes.
I gave you your Christmas presents on the 23rd because that's whenever I got my money. What else? Like,
Max, what'd you get for Christmas?
my birthday presents.
I got
Oh,
Doc's, like really pretty embroidered Doc Doc Martens. And that was pretty much it. I got $100 for my grandma and $100 for my grandma great, and a stocking of random stuff. Like,
What are you going to spend $200 on, and why is it an Xbox Series S featuring Dark Scully skin?
no, I have the feeling he's gonna save it.
I'm putting it in
And
my
because he said
savings.
he's
Yeah,
gonna save it.
Imagine fucking cringe.
I was gonna spend it tomorrow because I was going to go out with Erza, but then Erza's mom said no, so now I'm just gonna save it.
But Graydon, what'd you get?
Me?
Yes.
I got $80, and I bought $80 worth of V-Bucks.
I got oh, excuse me. Okay, so I got a Venomized Groot Funko Pop.
Ooh.
Here, where's the thing? A culture carton. There will be one of these each month. It comes with a book and a couple of like little things.
Culture
Like,
carton? Dog, they killed culture.
but like it comes with like a book, and this one came with like some socks and a tie. And this like they'll send one of those to me a month, which that was worrying for a second. I heard metal clanging, and I thought it was glass clanging. What the hell is in this light bulb? Why is it clanging?
Moth.
Hope
Or
not.
roach.
This thing's brand new.
Is it plugged
But,
into a ceiling?
No, it's gonna be plugged into a turtle.
If it's
But,
clanging, it's possible it's already broken.
And then on Christmas Day, you know that card game I was telling you about, Graydon?
Yes.
Yeah, that.
Nice.
That's what I got on Christmas.
Nice.
And I guess should I count the Cause Puffs? as a
Well,
Christmas
you
gift?
got them just now, and yes.
So yeah, also the Cause Puffs. Which should I eat the Reese's?
I guess I should go over the other two things I got. I got a mug with a dog plush and various Hershey's candies. And also, I got an RGB gaming nightlight.
How does that work?
It's RGB gaming, but also a nightlight.
So anything RGB is automatically a gaming thing?
Yeah.
Gamers are gay. They use RGB everything.
No, actually, all gay people are gamers.
This is true.
I have found this to be distinctly not true, actually.
Then you haven't met any gay people.
I've met several.
Nah, I don't think that's true.
My aunt is not a gamer.
That's your bad.
What's it called? What else? What other gay people do I know?
What is there to talk about other than Christmas?
Bestie!
I'm trying to think of not obvious people, okay?
Oh, fine. All of us in this server are some flavor of queer, and we're all gamers, so I don't know what your point is.
Okay, I could point at each and every one of you except for Graydon and say fake gamer. So like,
What
Yeah,
do you mean, fake
how many
gamer?
$1,000 PCs do you own?
How many
How many
people have
hours
the
a
role
day?
gamer
Okay,
on the server?
Shut up. Erza spent $3,000 on her PC. She's not a fake gamer.
No, Ayers is the only other one actually, other than Graydon.
Chase spends like 20 hours a day playing video games. At least
Okay,
on Bros.
also Lulu.
Yeah, Lulu also has a like $3,000 setup and has a $3,000 setup.
Okay, so we're working on Hirsa and Lulu are the only non-fake gamers.
Amber,
I'll have
staying
you know
up to, like-
everybody in this server except for me is a fake gamer because I'm the only one with the gamer role.
I can give myself the gamer role.
Don't. It's the bit. Nitro, don't do it.
I give myself the role of war god.
Aries, funny joke.
Also because I am simply just better at every video game I play,
That's true.
which makes me the only true gamer here. Because not only do I play games, I'm good at them.
I'm bad at games, but I acknowledge that I'm
Exactly,
bad
fake
at
gamer.
games, which
Fake
makes
gamer.
me good at games.
Fake gamer.
Look, man, I'm the only one you can call a fake gamer. And that's because I spend more time studying philosophy than actually playing video games.
Anyway, you
But at
said you
least
were
I'm
gonna
happy-
study philosophy and drop it on your family at Christmas.
Yeah, but
How'd
like
that go?
I don't. Yeah, but like I.
What? I couldn't hear either of you because you were talking over each other.
I mean, I was trying to speak.
You said you were gonna study philosophy and then drop it on your family at Christmas when they asked about what you were doing. How'd that go?
Yeah, they never asked what I was doing, so I just had to.
God damn it! The one time.
I just had to. It was literally the first time in years they haven't asked what school I was doing, so I just kept dropping quotes from philosophers and hoping they would notice, or just being like,
Hold on, let me find my favorite.
"Stoicism, Oscar Wilde coined it." It's like I just had to be pretentious and hope they notice. I kept just speaking French randomly too.
Mm.
My cousin was singing the Russian the USSR anthem in Russian, and I was just like, "Oh, so we're speaking foreign languages now," and then just went into full-on French mode. It was so fun.
I didn't know you knew French.
Tu peux parler français?
Nice.
Oh.
I can speak gamer.
Freaking losers speaking French. Du nicht spreche Deutsch. Dummkopf.
I can speak cheese.
Scheißkopf, even. If you are so inclined.
Eh.
I need to figure out how to say bad French now. That'll be fun.
You should. That would be fun.
Well, child is
Also,
kinder.
fun fact, level 99.
On what?
Take a guess.
Fork?
I've been doing that one death run this entire time, ever since I came downstairs.
Damn it. Gosh. Damn it, Epic, why did you let him do it in creative?
I'm gonna.
You killed Reason.
I'm going to run things up.
No.
Also,
yeah, these
speaking of complaining to Epic Games, in Dauntless, there's this mechanic called dodging, where you can hit the spacebar and you dodge roll. It doesn't do it if you're in the middle of an attack animation. If you're in an attack animation, it makes you complete the attack animation and get hit.
Yeah, because you can't just stop an attack animation.
Why not?
I want you to try and like start to swing your arm, but then immediately stop. Especially with a weapon in it. Especially with a war pike in it. So
Now, dodge rolling with a fucking war pike is unrealistic anyway.
now you
That's
see,
not the point.
you know what also is it's more realistic? Having chain blades and getting to teleport.
It's really cold. It's upsetting.
Is it upsetting? I don't find this upsetting.
I
You're
have a
cold,
t-shirt
which-
on. It was really cold outside.
I might just fuck around and
Almost-
start maining revolvers solely because their attack animation isn't prolonged. I can dodge whenever.
I kind look. Part of me almost went back into child bullying mode. Whenever
Imagine
you were saying that
bullying
you were
children.
cold. Whenever you were saying that you were cold, so I almost was like, good.
Wow,
I'm
we are
cold, but that is
bullying
good.
mode.
I'm cold, and it is good. You're pog,
Yes.
don't worry.
You being cold is good.
Hmm.
Because you enjoy the cold?
If you can enjoy the warmth and the cold, then you're pog. I can
I-
I'll
enjoy
enjoy
the
the
warmth,
cold
but
when
I
I have
cannot
hoodies
sweat.
on.
I can enjoy nothing.
Cringe. Warmth, pretty pog. They are different.
Warmth is a feeling. Heat is heat.
Warmth is wrapped in blankets and it's pretty nice and you're enjoying yourself. Heat is it's 80 degrees. My mom won't let the thermostat go below 70. I'm gonna fucking die.
What?
Mood.
I'm not gonna lie, I started thinking about the Texas heat this summer that's going to be coming back and I almost started crying. I think it might be unrelated, but also this.
Should I specifically visit in summer just to die?
What?
I said, should I specifically visit in summer and just die?
Please
Please
don't.
don't.
I'd recommend you don't.
Just. It's apparently the only time I can visit.
Then don't visit. I'll come to you.
Okay!
Alright,
Take
adding
all my
Graydon to
friends
the
and come to me.
adding Graydon to the itinerary of people I need to kidnap.
People you need to smuggle
Right.
in a briefcase all the way to
Yep.
fucking
Graydon,
state
you
insert
know for
here.
a fact I could not fit you in a briefcase.
I'm a USB dog. You can fit me in a fucking. You can fit me in your pocket.
Sure.
Alright, here, I'm gonna exit this death run. That way I get my last level in a legit game. Because getting it in death runs, that's just sort of lame, man.
Is it really your last level though? You're going up to level 200, right, gamer?
999. I am cool.
You're a
I'm
cool
in
pro
a turtleneck
Fortnite gamer.
that is better.
I can be pro Fortnite gamers.
I am now in a turtleneck.
Anyway, my house is getting remodeled soon. So essentially, what I have to do is move out of my own house, only to move back in. Which isn't very pog, because it means I'm not going to be able to sleep for some amount of time, because my bed's not going to be real.
Icky.
Ignore my posting in the server of me getting Spider-Man symbiote suit. Graydon, I'm doing the thing. All I have
You were
left is
doing the thing.
As You Were Ronin. All I have left is As You Were Ronin.
Really? You can get Venom Spider-Man before Azure Ronin?
Yup.
Nice. Don't get him. Just go directly to the super levels.
Nope. You need to get 100 battle pass items in order to do that.
Damn, that's cringe as fuck.
It is. Anyways, moving on.
Should I put all Christmas stuff away while Mom's at work?
No, you need to leave it
Nah.
up for New Year's.
Yeah.
No, I can't, because we have people visiting.
And they will see the Christmas tree before
Yeah,
New
maybe.
Year's.
Christmas.
I'm not allowed to change my profile picture until January 1st.
That's fair. Yeah. And then Amber's staying over the weekend too, which is a little concerning that both my uncle and Amber are going to be there. But we're not going to question it. Incredible. Small dog.
Spider-Man,
Small
Spider-Man.
dog.
Goes wherever a spider
Yeah,
goes.
so cute. See,
Sadly, I
I'm
don't
outside
have
again, but it's
small
okay
dogs.
because I'm in a turtleneck, so I'm.
Lemao, imagine wearing a turtleneck that's supposed to be made by T-shirts only gang.
I wear turtlenecks, hoodies, lots of sweaters, like the ones that Aries bought me. So I'm going to wear 24/7.
There's only one thing that I wear. Well, two things that I wear that aren't T-shirts. Both of them are hoodies.
I wear a shirt, the same hoodie.
Also,
and
I
black
guess I
jacket.
shouldn't say that. I do wear shorts. Never pants. Never
Pants?
pants, never jeans.
I wear funny jeans with holes in them so that you can see my very cool, very swag skeleton fishnets
Nice.
that I'm going to give Aries, or at least give some to Aries.
Cool.
Skeleton. 6 feet deep like skeleton. Could have been so sweet with
but
skeleton.
skeletons. Let's not get copyright stricken.
Look, that's what you think.
It is. Anyway. I'm going to Waffle House today.
Yes, you said this about this to me earlier.
I don't know
Last
if you
night,
know,
it was
but
last
Waffle
night.
House is one of my favorite restaurants.
Waffle House is pretty neat. Also, bit of advice, kid. Where is it? Is it this one? Where is it? I gotta find it. Sorry. Whatever you do, don't reveal all your techniques in a YouTube video. You fool. You moron.
All my techniques? What are you on about?
The moral of the story is your mom.
Oh no!
I'm not watching Technoblade.
Anyway, how long is an Omega Cast episode?
1 hour 30 minutes. 1 hour 25 minutes usually. Well, an hour and 30 minutes.
We're to an hour and 23 minutes.
We can end it. Everybody got any last closing statement?
My closing statement: never go on vacation with your family. Okay, that's it.
Alright, play Dauntless, play Payday 2, not sponsored, and subscribe to the Lolbit Gamer.
My channel should be in the description if Aries wants to put it there.
No, I'm purposefully not putting it there.
No!
You hate me.
I'll put it there.
No, I put it there.
Fine.
Plus, hopefully we can actually record the Little Nightmares videos now that I have the funny game.
Ooh?
Oh my god! Can I please get this damn challenge done?
Ooh.
Sorry,
Stupid
some
thing.
bots shooting at me.
You're okay.
Freaking kill them. Dead.
Follow Nitro Nebula on Twitch.
Why? There's no purpose. I don't even stream anymore. Because
Damn.
I don't stream anymore. Not out of not out of like a will.
Oh right,
But,
you stream on YouTube now.
Not even that.
Subscribe to Nitro Nebula on YouTube. He's pretty pog.
And let's see.
Anyway, I woke up at 9, so I'm still fighting sleep. I'll keep the good fight fighting until the end of reality. And that's
People learn some common decency and not shoot at the guy who's literally just driving by.
I'm literally
just driving a car, bro.
Go watch 0.5 episodes. They're very good, and usually Aries is less tired in them.
I
I'm not
disagree,
tired.
but whatever. Bye!